everyone, Christina here and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my first video as a married woman. I am now Mrs. Ratford. We got married a few weeks ago and literally it was the most amazing wedding day. I'm so excited to share so many parts of the wedding with you guys. And yeah, so today's video is going to be all about my bridal essentials, things that I had on the day, stuff like my dress, my shoes, all the things that most brides know that they need to get and want to get. But I'm also going to be talking about what I brought with me in my bag and what I wished I brought with me in my bag as well, in hindsight. So yeah, and I also want to let you know that at the end of this video there's also going to be a competition, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so firstly I want to talk about the bits and pieces that I bought for my wedding day. I can now show you my wedding dress if you haven't seen it on my Instagram already, but let me show you my wedding dress. Okay, so obviously this is going to be a little bit hard to show you in this camera. I will try and do a long shot of this for you, but yeah, let's open this up. So this is my wedding dress. Oh, I might just put it on after this. It's so annoying that you just wear this for one day. But this was my wedding dress. I got this from Confetti and Lace, which is in Lakeside, Thurrock, which is near me. I'm in Essex. I'm by Essex. And when this was pretty much the first dress that I tried on, and I fell in love with it instantly. However, I carried on trying a few other dresses, just to, you know, there might be another one that I love even more. However, after trying a few different dresses and also different stores, I just ended up going back for this one because I just loved it completely. Unfortunately for you guys, this dress isn't made anymore, which is a shame because it is absolutely beautiful. It is an ivory colour. It gives you a nice waistline and it's called a trumpet dress. So what it does is it goes down and sort of like a mermaid. So a mermaid dress goes quite tight and then puffs out at the bottom. This goes tight and then just kind of very elegantly and very slightly, it just kind of comes out like a mermaid dress, but it's very subtle, which is exactly what I wanted. This dress has a massive train on it. It's just beautiful. You've got this massive, it's just got so much sequins on it and it's just absolutely amazing. I love the detailing on this dress because it's, again, it's not too much, but it's still got a bit of glam, a bit of sparkle, which is exactly, it's just me. I don't like anything too much, but this is perfect. I love the bust line here. What I did is I got some, so in the store they put in some like chicken fillets for me, so they will put it in so I could have a bit of a bust. And what I will do is I'll show you what bra I used for this, because the back of this, it is pretty backless, so it doesn't actually look that bad here. It looks like it comes up quite high, but it is actually backless, and then it's just buttoned up down the bottom here. The straps are probably my favourite part of this dress, because they are just amazing. There's so much detail on them. They have like such glistening detail on them, and they just really made the dress. When I went in to get a dress, I said to them, the first thing I said was, I need straps. I don't want a boob tube dress. I need straps. I mean, altogether, once I had the alterations and also the fillets and all of this, it came to around £2,000, which for a wedding dress isn't too bad. I know people that have spent a lot more. However, I know a lot of people that spend a lot less. So it's kind of halfway. For me, it was worth it. It was totally worth it. It's your wedding dress and it's your big day, and it's totally worth whatever money you spend. Okay, I'm not going to spend £10,000, but 2,000 was definitely, it was a no-brainer for me. Cliff wants to say hi. If you can hear Cliff walking around, I apologise. Cliff, So before I even got my wedding dress, I actually got my wedding shoes. This was because I kind of had already seen them, really liked them, as well as I actually thought it was better to get your shoes first so that when you come to your alterations, you will actually know what height you're going to be, and the alterations will be true to size rather than just doing it to your size. Then you have massive heels and then your dress comes up this high and you can't get it longer, and yeah, so I thought getting my heels was probably the first thing that I wanted to do, and these were the heels that I bought, and I have no regrets. They are absolutely beautiful. They are sparkly, which is, it just went with my dress completely, like it all just amazingly went. Also, I wanted to get a pair of shoes that I would wear after my wedding as well, that I wouldn't wear white shoes with a dress after my wedding. So these are kind of these silver sparkly shoes. They have gems all encrusted all over them, and they are absolutely beautiful. They're from Kurt Geiger and from Kurt Geiger Carvela, and they were about £125. So for a wedding shoe, not that bad, especially because I can easily wear these with a little black dress or any kind of dress really. These will go with, so I am really glad I got these. They were so comfortable in the night. I mean, yes, they have a high heel. I am okay with high heels, and these were really comfortable for high heels. So these were kind of like a no-brainer for me and absolutely beautiful. Moving on, still what I was kind of wearing on the wedding day, I wanted to show you this, the underwear that I wore. So I just wore some plain lacy white knickers, which I don't have with me right now, but they're pretty simple. But the bra that I wore was actually just from Primark, and it was just this was it. It's just a sticky, it looks quite, well, it is flat, it's sticky, and it's like 2 chicken fillets. So these were, I think they were like £4 from Primark. I thought I'd give them a go. I really struggled with my bust. I like to have a nice big bust, and I felt that dress, it didn't give me enough lift that I wanted. But the bras that I normally wear, I couldn't wear with the dress because it was backless. So I really struggled for a little while, finding something that was going to give me lift but had no straps. And I actually found this and tried it on, and it actually works wonders. So what you do, you just stick it on, and then you really pull your other chest, pull your other boob. There's no easy way to say this. You pull your other boob and you stick it on, and it gives you this really lovely, like, you just kind of pull your boob. It basically helps stick your boobs together so that you have a really nice cleavage. So yeah, I mean, there's no easy way to put that, but it worked wonders, and it was only £4 from Primark, so this really helps. What's also great about this is with other items, you know, I'm sure other lingerie places do this, but what is great about this is it's so thin and it's, you know, inexpensive. One, you can buy more than one, so you can, I brought a couple with me on the day just in case the stick went, because I was in Cyprus and it was hot, but the stick never went. But you can also cut these down to shape, so you can cut round here so that if, you know, you've got a bit of side boob going on in your dress or something, then it won't show. You can literally cut these down to size, and they are so sticky. I wore this not only on my wedding day, but I also took the same one. I took a few with me, but I used the same one all throughout my honeymoon as well. So it held up in a hot country and held up through several different wearings in another hot country, because I went to the Maldives. So this chicken fillet was a godsend, absolute godsend. So I would highly recommend this for your wedding dresses if you want that little bit of cleavage. You know, it's not going to give you any like it will give you a bust, it will give you a cleavage, it won't give you any extra padding, but you get that in your dress, and then you get the stick on to give you a bit of cleavage. Still talking about what we wear, what I wore in the day. Obviously I had my rings and other jewellery. So I had my ring, my engagement ring, and then also obviously the guys kept my wedding ring for me, so you don't really have to worry about that. But that's one bit of jewellery you just want to kind of tick off the box. Next up are my earrings. So my dress was quite sparkly, my shoes were quite sparkly, my rings are quite sparkly, so I wanted quite a dainty earring. I didn't want anything too heavy. Normally I would go, like if I go out, I'd have like a little plain black dress or any colour dress, but quite a plain dress, and then jazz it up with the jewellery. So but if my dress is really jazzed up, then I'm going to go plain on my jewellery. So the jewellery I ended up getting was from Ernest Jones, and these were my earrings, and oh my god, they are beautiful. They're these little teardrop earrings. They look quite tiny actually, but they make such an effect. What's beautiful about this is the way that the diamond or crystal, I'm not sure, is cut. It just catches the lights beautifully. So if you're looking for a dainty earring, then this is definitely the place to go. I got these from Ernest Jones, and they were something like £50. I got them as a Christmas present actually this year, so they're like ready for my wedding, and they're absolutely beautiful, perfect for a wedding dress. So yeah. As well as your jewellery, your dress, your shoes and all of that, you also want to make sure you've got the right makeup. And I'll probably do a blog post all on bridal makeup that I would have used, but I actually had my friend who's a makeup artist do my makeup, but I used some of my own pieces, as well as there's probably a few items that I would have used if I'd done my own makeup. So I'll probably do a blog post all on that. But what I did use was my extensions, and these are from Milk and Blush, and I absolutely love these. I've always, for the last few years, I've used these extensions when I use extensions, and they are so beautiful but also really affordable. Now I wanted quite long hair for my wedding day, so I went for the 22-inch extensions, and they came up really long. Once curled, they were the perfect length for me, and they just gave me a bit of extra oomph. What was a necessity for me is that it was a hot country that I got married in, so having extensions really helped keep a curl in my hair. Otherwise my hair would have gone quite frizzy quite quickly on the day. So this kind of weighed down my hair. So yeah, if I was to suggest anyone, I would suggest this brand. However, there are so many other extension companies out there. I just love these ones, and they come in this cute little box which is just clickable, and you can keep your extensions in there nice and tidy. No need to get any extra bags or anything. So these were beautiful. Next up was my veil, and it's a bit creased now, but I just absolutely loved my veil. It was something that was actually from a different store. I didn't get this from Confetti and Lace. I got this from David's Bridal in Westfields, London, and the woman that I had just stuck this in my hair when I was trying on a dress, and I was like, oh my god, I love this veil. I loved how it was quite simple. It was literally, it's just tulle, like a particular type of tulle, but it's the detailing on the it's just the like edging. It's these crystals, or I'm not sure, they're like crystals of some sort, and they absolutely catch the light magnificently. For a veil, this was kind of pricey. I didn't want to spend this much on a veil, but this was £111, so quite expensive, but it was so worth it because it caught the light beautifully. It's the perfect length. This literally probably was just above my bum, so it just touched my butt is how long this was. And it stuck beautifully in my hair. Literally, I just stuck this in, and the jewels just I want my wedding day again, basically. Wanted to touch upon my garter. This was my garter, and you know what, I didn't end up wearing this that much on the day, because I didn't want to wear it down the aisle in case it kind of fell down, and then I kind of forgot to wear it on the day. However, this was absolutely beautiful when I saw it. I absolutely loved it. This was from ASOS, and it had that, again, that sparkle. You can tell I'm a diamante glitzy girl. This just comes in one size, and so I had to stitch it up at the back just to make it a little bit tighter because my legs are quite small. But it was like £11 from ASOS and was absolute bargain and absolutely fine because it went perfectly. I mean, that looks like the strap of my, almost looks like the strap of my dress, so it went perfectly. I have a little shoebox here of stuff that I had for my wedding day. Now some of these bits aren't going to be what a typical English wedding would have. I just wanted to touch on a few things. I had a Greek Orthodox church wedding, and so I wanted to touch on a few things that I had for my wedding. I mean, some of you might be Greek Orthodox and this might help you so much because I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and now I can share my knowledge on with you. I've also got a little box here of Knickknacks. This is actually a little family keepsake that's been passed down to me, and what I've done is I've kept all my little wedding bits in here as well as other bits that I have. So I'll go through what I've got. These are my pins. These are my pins that I used in my hair. So when I took my veil out, these were to go in so that I still had a bit of sparkle in my hair, and they are beautiful. I've kept them both. What else have I got in here? I've got my something old that my nan got me, and it's just a little brooch. I also had a bracelet that was old. This was for a different day, but this was an old bracelet that was given to me. I have a couple anklets here that my friend got me, which was something blue, and I love my anklets, and this kind of meant that I could wear something blue on the day. So she got me those. And then lastly, I've got my sixpence, which my dad got me, because that's again a traditional, I mean, it's a traditional English thing to do, but our wedding was English as well as Greek, so that was a little traditional thing there. As well as I've got some just memento bits here, which is pieces of fabric that went round my bouquet. I just wanted to keep those. I thought I could just tuck them into this little jewellery box. Also in here, so this is a little box of knickknacks from my wedding. I've got my horseshoe that my nan gave me on the wedding day, as well as our little just married tags, which we took to our honeymoon with us. I have Craig's bow tie, which he looked very dapper in, and yeah, I have my written speech in here, my cake topper, and everything. So the other things, if you're having a Greek Orthodox wedding like myself, the other things that we got were a chalice, which to drink out of, as well as a silver plate. I don't have those with me, they're over in Cyprus. We've kept them there for future religious purposes. We also, for the rings, you need a pillow. So we got this little pillow, or my nan bought me this little pillow, tied some ribbon onto it, and then our rings sat here and here, and that's kind of a traditional Greek thing to do. So this was our little pillow for that. We also have our crowns, our Stephanas. So this was what they're like. They're a bit bent now because they got bent in the thing, but they got bent in the suitcase, but this is what they're like. We kept them pretty simple, and it has the ribbons tied on it already, or it has them tied on it now, but they just come with the two crowns. This is something that is used in the Greek Orthodox ceremony. They swish them, well, they do them over each of your heads, and this unites you. So this is something that we bought. We bought this online, and they came to about £80 or so, but we did end up having to get them or shipped from America because they don't really do them here in the UK, or I couldn't find anywhere that's done them in the UK. So something else that I wore on the day was a perfume, and the perfume that I chose was Chloe. Now, this was really important to me because I really enjoy smells, and smells are very nostalgic to me. I love a smell, and I also love to smell things to remember things. You know, when I smell a certain thing, then I remember someone or I remember an event, and I really wanted a different smell for my wedding day and this whole period. So throughout my wedding day and my honeymoon, I wore Chloe, so that whenever I smelt this, and it already is working, but I just wanted for when I was older, when I smell something that when I smell this, I think of my wedding day, and it just brings back all those lovely memories. And it is already working. But this is such a beautiful scent. It's very elegant. It is very wedding day-ish. It's very elegant. It's very womanly is how I would describe it. Moving on, I want to talk about what I brought with me on my wedding day as supplies, and what I wished I would have brought with me as well, because actually I didn't actually bring that much with me on the wedding day. So whether you bring it in your own bag, or you actually have a friend or a bridesmaid or your maid of honour bring it, then I would suggest bringing them. I think the only things I actually brought with me on my wedding day, I had a little clutch bag which was something borrowed, and in my clutch I just had, I think, my lipstick and my something old, something new. No, I wore my something new, but yeah, I had all those bits in there. I didn't even have my phone, so yeah, so most of the stuff I didn't bring with me, but I would have brought with me if I was in the right frame of mind. So here's my little bag. This, again, I wouldn't have with my dress, but it was just a little kit bag. You can give this to a friend, your bridesmaids, and they should look after it for you. So things that I have stuck in here. Firstly is the nail polish that I had on my wedding day. So I got my nails done on my wedding day, and I used this nail polish, which was OPI, in my very first Knockwurst. And what I done is I went and bought it, so that I could have this as my mani and my pedi, and also if anything happened on the day, before the day, a nail broke, whatever, then I can go get my nails done or do them myself and have the exact same colour. Next up is a pair of sunglasses. So sunglasses are an absolute must any weather, right? We was in a hot country, so again it was a must. When we came out of the church, we actually wore our sunglasses because we thought, nah, it's pretty cool, let's do something different, and we didn't want to be squinting either, and the pictures have actually come out really quite cool like that. So this is something that was, one, can be quite quirky, and two, when you're standing around doing things, then, you know, get a nice pair of sunglasses that you can stick on, you'll look pretty cool, and it will also save your eyes a little bit, especially if we got married in the evening, so we only had our sunglasses for an hour, but they were an absolute godsend having them. A hairbrush. So this is a hairbrush, and it's got a little mirror in it. This is a pocket one, absolute must, so that when you go to the toilet, you can spruce up your hair, give it a quick brush. Even if you're not in the toilet, you've got a little mirror here, so you can see your hair, and you can just do it at your head table if you really, really must. So again, a hairbrush is something that I would definitely keep nearby. Your lipstick is another one. This is an old one. This isn't what I use, so there's nothing in it. But I use Blankety, which is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's quite a subtle nudie colour. It's got a little bit of pink in it, so you get that kind of flirty vibe. But it's always good to keep your lipstick nearby, so when you go to the toilet, or again, if you've got a mirror nearby, you can just quickly top up and you will look amazing for all of your photos. I didn't top up my lipstick as much as I wished I did. But, you know, I had an amazing time, so I don't really care that much, but I wished I did top up my lipstick a little bit more than I should have, a little bit more than I did. Little tray of bobby pins. These will be a godsend not only for you, but also for your bridesmaids or anyone nearby that might have a little hiccup with their hair. They might want to quickly put it up or fix their hair up, so these will be great for you, and also anyone nearby. These will always come in handy, so having a little tray of them really helps. A little pair of scissors, okay? So I wished I had these. I didn't bring these with me. But what these are great for is for obviously, to be honest, anything. These will be great for anything. What I wish I used these for is to cut. I had a bit of like elastic coming out of my dress, and it has shown in some of the pictures, which is super annoying. But if I had these, then I could have cut it out instead of keep having to hide it. I would have just cut it out on the day. So having a pair of scissors is pretty handy, but you don't want a massive pair of scissors, so a little nail cutting scissors will probably do the trick. You can cut any extra lace, anything that's coming off, just anything that to do with your dress. Maybe you need to cut down your eyelashes, anything like that. These are going to be pretty handy to have on the day, and they're not you know, super sharp, so you're not going to get hurt if you stick your hand in your bag. Some mints or some toothpaste spray or freshener, anything that's going to freshen up your breath. You are the bride, you are going to be kissed and hugged by everyone. So if you've had garlic bread for your dinner, or some smelly fish, which tastes amazing, but if you've had any of those, it's great to just pop these and freshen up your breath for that, you know, for the rest of the evening. You won't need to worry about it, and you can hug and kiss away everyone. As well as probably some tissues and or some wipes, cleansing wipes. Either of these will do great. This will be great if you get anything down your dress or down your arms or anything. You can just quickly blot away anything you need. You can't really rely on any napkins on the tables or anything like that. You could run to the toilet, so that's that. They're not completely necessary, but I just like to have everything with me, and these are two things that I would have brought with me, or I got my friends to bring with me. And then also some blotting powder. So this is something that I think I could have really done with on the day that I didn't bring with me. But because it was a hot country, obviously my makeup stayed on pretty well because I had airbrushed makeup. But this would have been great, not just for me, but for any bridesmaids, again, anyone. And you can just rip these pieces of paper off and just blot that T-zone area and just give yourself a bit of a match your look down again, or just get rid of the oil, excess oil on your face. So I would suggest packing a little pack of these, and these are from Boot Avenue for $1.50 and they are really good, so I would suggest getting some of these. So that's everything that's wrapped up today's video. I have mentioned as much stuff as I have with me. However, what I've done is I've also created a downloadable PDF, which will be over on my blog, which will go up today along with this video. So they'll be going up at the same time. So I will link my blog down below so that you can go directly to that, download that checklist PDF of all the things that you might need for your wedding day. Okay, so now it's competition time. So for the winners of this competition, I will be giving away 2 books. So I have one, the Essential DIY Wedding Planner, and then the DIY Wedding Manual. So these 2 books will be for the competition winners, along with a mimic of my veil. But what I've done is I've got this veil in white. I won't get it out, but this is my one, to just remind you. So it's just a simple veil with the diamante details, and this really shines so beautifully in any light, and it's nice and long, and it retails at £111. So I will be giving away a white veil, which is here nicely in this bag for you guys. So if you want a chance to win these, then all you have to do is follow me over on Instagram. Also follow me over on Twitter, as well as subscribe to my channel. Also comment down below that you've entered the competition, and that's literally it. That's all you need to do. I will be checking, and I will be announcing the winners. I'm not sure when I'll be announcing it. Maybe I might give it a month's time or so. So I'll probably be announcing it in the next couple of videos, and I will probably DM you as well. So if you want a chance to win that, I will list the rules down below just so that you can double check, but they are the rules. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am really excited to edit this one and get this one up for you guys. And until next time,